Alright, moving along, we're going to talk about your, I wouldn't say second light. Well, it depends on what you call it. This is a way to carry accessories for doing what you have to do. Obviously, right here are magazines for your primary weapon. We'll get into the pistol belt later. But anyways, dump pouch. Well, it's going to take a little bit to go through all this stuff, so point out stuff. Definitely have a way to carry your magazines. Navigation, like here's a phosphorescent compass. And what you see here, because at night you need a way to charge the phosphorants. So what you do is you hit this with a UV LED light, like so. And this is, and I don't know, let's actually shut some lights off. Well, actually, give me a second, I'll shut the lights off, and you can see. Okay, as you can see, there's like a small blue, this is for the covert, it's shielded. The UV light, as you can see, even with the low light, it's glowing pretty well. So imagine this at night. You see that if I used a different kind of UV light, like so, granted you can see the bulb from a distance, that could give away your position. That's not good. And if I had to charge it with a regular light, boom, this would definitely give away your position. So using a regular flashlight would not be good to charge anything that's phosphorescent. So LED UV light would be key. Oh, one thing, while I got this out, these are Ranger beads, pace counting beads, to count your paces. But let me shut this off. And this is, come on, light up, a red LED light. Let's see if this came up on the camera, for reading maps and so forth. So the light is contained. So let me turn the lights back on. And the light, the flashlight I was showing, that was real bright, is a AAA mag light, which I'll show you what I keep in this kit. It's about 100 lumens, but in the pitch darkness of night, this would really show your position. So, alright, so let's dive into the nitty-gritties of everything. Alright, diving into the kit, obviously I have my IFAK combat gauze. This is a standard IFAK basic blowout kit, basically, with some enhancements of the standard IFAK. Obviously I have scissors and a Halo chest seal, or Halo seal, for a sucking chest wound. Moving along, knife sharpener, a couple of S carabiners, if you will, camouflage paint, face paint. Yeah. So a small pocket knife. It came with the mini mag light, which I trust mini or mag lights better, only because I've used them in harsh environments and they've worked. They don't have a push button. Well, the larger ones have a push button, but for the minis, you twist the head to turn it on and off. So you can keep it in a pack without any fear of it turning on by accident. Headlamp. This has a red lens. Obviously there's no batteries in it because last one I kept batteries in it for my bug out bag and it corroded. So Batteries are not in the electronics outside the radio. Speaking of batteries, you have your all my stuff uses AAA batteries except for stuff that's on my primary weapon, which is an EOTech and a weapon light. So those uses CR123 batteries. Fire kit. I'm more bushcraft than anything, so a lot of the stuff is geared towards survival, not more or less for fighting, because the fighting could be for maybe 10-15 minutes or say 2-3 hours before you have to break contact and so forth, but most of the time you're on patrol. So speaking of bushcraft, fixed blade knife, most of my stuff is bushcraft, and this is something for more of a military. This is the Gerber Strong Arm. You can go with the K-bar. The reason why I went with the Gerber Strong Arm is, like I said, I'm more bushcraft, and you see the blade thickness is a lot thicker, more suited for bushcrafty type stuff. But for the stabby stuff, the K-bar would work a lot better. Gloves. Pair of gloves. These are the tactical mechanics gloves, woodland, and so forth. Water purification. There's that. Comms. You got the Baofeng. Oops. Get that in frame here. You got the Baofeng radio and an extra battery for that. Oh, to listen in, as for Ear Pro, this is Sorden MSA Sorden headset. Whoops, there we go. MSA Sorden headset to work with the push to talk, and it works with the radio, so you can keep in contact. Canteens. There's 2 of them. Let's see. Canteen cup stove and a lid for the canteens. So you can boil water in both of these one at a time. You can cook a decent sized meal in one of these. I've done it when I was in Boy Scouts and on camping trips outside of Boy Scouts. So let me pause this, clear the deck, and we'll get into the rest of the stuff. Before I go on with any other items that's on this, I wanted to show you this. This is a Alice butt pack that was, well, it's originally designed for Alice. As you can see by the clips here, I was able to weave it through the Molly gear, and it seems to work out pretty well. So I wanted to show you this because the butt pack, the Molly butt pack, is a joke. So I just wanted to show you that. Oh, and this. Normally for the Molly gear, this is not here. I had this, I sewed this on so I can attach my Camelback. Oops. Hang on one second, let me change position here. Okay, now that we can see, hopefully I can stay in frame. Oh. So anyways, instead of carrying, if I'm on a long patrol and I can't take my pack with me, I can take my Camelback. As you can see, it clips on like so, and then on the sides it clips right there. So this thing is not flopping around. Alright, let's dive into some other stuff. Now some accessories. I mean, these are all accessories, but anyways. for protection against the elements, the best thing to have is a poncho. And this is the Molly 2 butt pack. You can see it's more horizontal than compact, so that's why I went with the Alice. But anyways, this getting actual surplus woodland camo, or even any poncho, or actually the woodland camo ponchos are exceedingly difficult because everybody's been buying them. This is a Chinese knockoff. It's not as high quality as that, but it does have the snaps so you can build tarp shelters like the original. So I'm not going to mention who sells this, but it's okay. Very lightweight compared to the original, and you can definitely feel it. It's got like a rubberized coating on one side and true nylon on the outside. So yeah, you can kind of hear it. But unlike, you can't hear the fabric on that. One thing to have, I'll save this for later. A schmog. These should be, if anything, the poncho and a schmog, and a woobie if you got it. That should be core for any kind of extra protection. Now these are just extras. You don't have to get these, but it may be suggested. Eating utensil. A spork. This is a spoon, because you can do just as well with the Mountain House meals with a spoon, or eating stews with a spoon as you can with the spork. Plus, it's not sharp, rattling around in the pack to puncture stuff. Let's see. These are gaiters. I believe these are British. You put it around your boot, the base of your boot, and it goes up your shin, and it'll protect your pants and your boots from getting wet from morning dew if you're in tall grass, and as well as keeping your legs warm in ankle to shin deep snow. So that helps. These are Czechoslovakian gloves. It's not very helpful, but if you got a set of gloves underneath, then put these on. Security Guy 42 did a thing about gloves, and when I saw these at my local surplus store, I'm going, these might be something to have, especially on cold, windy days. Helps keep the chill off your hands, because frostbite is bad, especially on your hands. A sniper veil, something to kind of mask your presence if you're in a wooded area, just to kind of help break up your pattern. It helps. Let's see, standard boo-boo kit. This is going to be with all of your basics, medications, band-aids, stuff that you're not going to be diving into your IFAC for. This is for all the boo-boos, all the boo-boos, meds, you name it, it's all going to be in here. Oh, I believe it's in here. Is it? Oh, definitely moleskin. Silvex. Where's that Silvex? Is it in here? Yes. You can find this at Walmart. I don't know if you can see it. Silvex. This is a colloidal silver gel. Very good antimicrobial. Works better, in my opinion, works better than Neosporin. Oh, just in case, if you can find this, Sudocon. These are, police use these if you get hit in the face with pepper spray. This nullifies it. Just a couple of packages of that, just in case, because they don't take much room. a Trangia alcohol stove, or alcohol burner I should say. Just fill this up, and when you get done, extinguish the flame. Oops. And then put the cap on, because it's got a rubber seal, so you can still have fuel in this once it cools down, so it doesn't melt the rubber O-ring. Put that on there like so, and put that on, and you can boil water or cook a meal, what have you, with that. Just don't add extra fuel while it's on. Just saying. And lastly, this is a Austrian or German winter poncho to help if there's a lot of snow on the ground. It'll help break up your silhouette. So this is all I keep in this, my LBV. And please comment, like, subscribe, and check out my other alternative channels on Brtighteon and Bitchute and Patreon. So once all those get fully set up, I'll be moving over there, and please check me out over there, because YouTube is censoring us very, very heavily. So, all right, so thank you very much, and have a good day.